But I don't know. I guess the funniest one was when I told my mom that I was gay, and she laughed at me. She thought I was joking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's like, "You're not gay. You're not gay.
You're not gay.
You're not gay."
Mm-hmm. Well, you know my story.
Yeah.
Well,
you had a mustache. You can't.
I had a mustache. Yeah, when I came out to my mom, it was easy. But I have a story to tell about that later. But the story with my mom is when I told her that I was gay, she said she asked me. I asked her, so what can you say about it? I'm gay. Any reactions? Any comment? And then my mom just said, you have a mustache. How can that be? So I don't know. My mom thinks that you can't be gay if you have a mustache. I guess that's how Filipino families are. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. So yeah,
So everybody come out the closet.
Yeah.
Don't let those doors hold you back anymore, girl.
Yeah, what's the worst thing that could happen, right?
That's right. Your family deserts you.
It's
everything.
2011.
That's right. And put a damn pic on your growler profile. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's 2011. Show your damn face.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're too embarrassed to be on there, don't be up there trolling. Go on Craigslist.
Show your face on growler, please.
Show your face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So this is a week old already. By the time this show goes out, it will be more than a week about the topic about Steve Jobs passing away last week. And I've been hearing and reading reaction stories about it, and it's just because he's a visionary and stuff like that. And to me, he's just like any other guy. It's just that he did affect the way I myself do my computing, all my stuff. How about you, Ray? You don't have any Apple stories for yourself?
Not really.
Not really. But you have Apple.
I remember when Max first came out, and a friend of mine got one, and I was jealous because he got one because it was the little box. It was almost like a square, little small TV with a keyboard, and then it had the floppy drive. Everything was all built in one little piece. Yeah. Okay. And you could carry it around, and then it had the little cute little old Mac logo, and it'd come up and you'd have a white screen, and you get your little DOS prompt and all that other stuff, and it was kind of cute. My friend had one, and it did some word processing and some other stuff, and his mom and dad just bought him one, and my parents were like, computers, they'll never take off. You don't need one of those. It's just a phase.
Just a phase.
Like me being gay, it's just a phase.
Mm-hmm. What was my first Mac? Actually, it was at work back in Manila. And I was in a desktop publishing company back then. A news company. And
news groups?
Newspaper company.
News groups, huh?
No, not news groups. No. Newspaper company. They had Macs. They had SE2s. They had I forgot what kind of Mac that was, but it was really awesome because it looks a lot better than Windows back then. Windows 3.11 back then. Yeah. And the boss there had a Mac Pro. I sometimes had to do some tech support in that one. But later in the year, 2007 was the first time I actually had a MacBook, and that's when I started producing this show with the MacBook. So I actually started 2005. I was using a PC, and then I hear all about this. It's better to produce a podcast using a Mac and stuff like that. So
he fell into the hype, people. He fell into the hype.
Yeah, I did back then. I've been hearing that for many years. So making music and making podcasts using the MacBook back then. Yeah, so I decided to get a MacBook. So, and it really did. It was really helped. Right now, I'm using a MacBook right now recording. So
and he's using his iPhone.
Using my iPhone.
4.
Yeah.
3GS.
3GS, iPhone 4. I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna buy it yet. I'm not gonna buy a 4S no, because although it's really big right now, it's one of our topics right now. So we'll talk about that later. Okay, so yeah, tell us about your Steve Jobs reaction. I mean, when I
found out, I texted him and I asked if you were okay.
You did?
Yeah, go back. Yeah, I did.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And you're like, okay, it's kind of a sad day.
Yeah, it is.
And he didn't really want to talk about it, so I just left it alone. But
I did find out about it when I was in a Cuban restaurant with Asians and friends. We were having a meeting, and then
Asians and friends were in a Cuban restaurant having a meeting. That's like anti-Asians and friends, isn't it?
No, we were there. We just thought of eating there. We wanted to try a different restaurant. I think that's where going to be the anniversary party is, but that's another story.
Okay.
So this friend of a friend of mine who I really don't like. He was
Who should go back in the closet?
he was the one. He was the one who mentioned it, saying, "Oh, Steve Jobs is dead." No, it can't be. It can't be a hoax. I'm sure it's just a hoax. No, it's on CNN. And I can't believe I didn't get it myself. But then I checked on my phone and checked on CNN and stuff like that. Then big news right there. It's Steve Jobs dies at 56. So that's pretty much my experience with it. Yeah, and I feel sad because he affected everything. If you have an Android phone, even if you say you don't like Apple stuff, and this is just my opinion. If you have an Android phone or a Windows Phone 7. Those smoothness, the elegance, the ease of use of it, I think it's because of Steve Jobs raising the bar when it comes to smartphones. So even though you say I don't have an Apple product, I have an Android, I think that looks good. An Android phone looks good because of the iPhone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't come out with the iPhone, they wouldn't come out with all these other phones so fast.
Yeah.
Because once they saw the sales on the iPhone, they're like, cha-ching, they saw dollar signs. Let's get our own little Android, Gmail, Google, whatever.
Also, I was using Windows 6.5, 6.0. I think this was even before. Oh, no. Windows 5.0. This was even before the iPhone. And it's really clunky just using it. And if it wasn't for, Steve Jobs, I'm not being a fanboy here, but it's just stating a fact.
Yes.
People raising a... Okay, fine. I'm a little bit of a fanboy. Okay, just a little. Not some people I know. Okay, not enough of that. But yeah, so that's the pretty much our story about Steve Jobs. Okay, let's go on, Ray.
I noticed he didn't leave us anything in the will, like production value equipment or
Oh yeah, that's what you use right now.
Oh no, and I noticed he didn't leave us anything in the will.
Oh no, I don't think so. He did. Will T for you.
For us. To use on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
As much as we talk about Apple, he should gave us something.
You should give us something.
Well, something. You know what I'm saying? something.
Okay, let's go on with the gay, the geek, and the bizarre. Okay, here we go. Gay. Here's the gay. Okay, this is something personal to me. Okay, today is National Coming Out Day. Here's some tips on how to come out. Okay, so this is something that I personally did. I thought of doing this gradually. So, first, being Asian myself, it's hard to come out because many Asians are closeted.
Yes.
At least those people.
I know many yellow devils like that.
Yeah, very closeted.
Because their families.
Yeah, because the family tradition, stuff like that. So, the way I did it is to come out with friends first. One at a time. That's how you get your practice. So that's what I did back in 2001. No, wait, 2002. I practiced with friends.
So as you gave your friend head, you said, I'm good. I'm
gay. I proved to you that I'm gay. You can't be gay. So let me
that kind of friend.
Let me suck you off. Yeah, okay. So I came out to a friend of mine, and it was in California, and then I told him that I'm gay, and then his reaction was positive. He's okay with it.
It's like as if we already knew.
Well, no, they didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they didn't know. And then after
you told them after you invited them to the drag show, right?
Yeah, after
your number,
after my show, after doing my number and getting all those dollars on my cleavage. So anyway, I came out to another set of friends of mine in Chicago. That day it was a little harder because there were more of them, and it was hard to come out. And then later on, it was getting easier and easier to come out because I had my practice with friends. And it turns out it's not so bad at all. Because the hardest part for me is to come out to my parents, to my mom. So that's what I did. I came out to my mom. So that's one way. That's a way for you guys to come out gradually. Don't do it just like that. With your mom, don't drop the bomb without you being prepared yourself. You'll end up bawling, or you might end up, just being emotionally distraught or something. I don't know. But just take it easy. Take your time. Do it at your own time, and don't do it because somebody did it for you.
That's right. Just because the rest of the media is trying to force you out in Hollywood, don't come out, Tom. I mean,
well, you do come out. I mean, at your own time. It's great to be proud of yourself, but but of course, it needs to be the right time for you. That's just what I'm saying.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just be the right time for you. And okay, there's one more thing. There's another way to practice. If you're not ready to come out with your friends, come out to a cashier. If you're buying a condom or something like that, and then this is for me and my date tonight, and he's a hot guy. Just something like that.
What you talking about, Willis?
You're going out to people you won't ever see anymore, or not every day. Don't do it in your regular Kroger. Don't do it in your regular Kroger. If you're somewhere else in a gas station and in
so put the cha-cha
in
heels
Beaumont
on and go shopping at
something
Kroger.
like
Is what you're saying?
Yeah, and that's when you probably say, I'm here for this because my husband and I, or my partner and I, going to be we're going to be partying tonight, so something like that. I don't know, but things like that. People you don't see anymore, like cashiers at an airport, or what else? What other places? Gas stations or whoever. I mean, people you don't see anymore.
At the park.
What do they care if they don't? If they hear. It's just like a practice. For you guys who are not yet out. So just way to practice.
Here's my suggestion: make sure you got a good set of friends first before you go come out to your family. That way, if it doesn't go well, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes horrible. That way, you got support there for you. Because either way it goes, it's rough to do. So make sure you got a good support structure in place. I know it's tough, but friends will help you out.
Yeah, that's like I said. Yeah, come out to friends first, and there you can weed out who are the good ones and who are the bad ones.
I suggest you don't do it on Mother's Day like some people we know. It's kind of a bad day to come out.
That's right. You need to just tell us that.
Well, I need that because I was there, but
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
By the way, I'm gay. Yeah, and of course, the best coming out story is, Mom and Dad, I need to talk to you. I have a brain tumor, and I'm terminally ill. I'm terminally ill, and I have a brain tumor. And then when they all fall apart about that, they say, "Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm really gay." That one always works too.
Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it. So.
That's terrible, Ray. Anyway, okay. So yeah.
And then as I slap you in some religious cult to de-gay you.
Yeah. Oh God, thank God that didn't happen to me. All right, let's move on, Ray.